and Kamala or what, Kamala or Kamala, Kamala-mala-mala-whatever, I don't know. Whatever.
So that's Georgia Senator David Perdue at a Donald Trump rally, warming up the crowd, mocking Kamala Harris's name. That's what he's doing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts there. He's taking her name to make fun of it. And it's all rooted in the fact, and we're going to break it down in this video, about how Kamala Harris's name is weird or foreign or not American, and therefore you can just mock it. And that's what this is all about. Here's another clip. It's slightly longer, the same general scene, but he's mentioning other Democratic Party senator names, and he's not mocking them.
But the most insidious thing that Chuck Schumer and Joe Biden are trying to perpetrate, and Bernie and Elizabeth and Kamala or what, Kamala or Kamala, Kamala-mala-mala-whatever, I don't know. Whatever. They're trying.
So you can see there that his argument is if Joe Biden wins, there's going to be a left-wing takeover of the Senate and of the government by people like Bernie and Elizabeth and Kamala-mala-mala-mala. And what he's basically saying there is all these left-wing people, they're going to take over the government, but he doesn't mock Bernie Sanders' name because that sounds like a good old American name. He doesn't mock Elizabeth Warren's name because that sounds like a good old American name. But when he gets to Harris, you're darn right he's going to mock her name. And that's what he does. And so there's a distinction there. It's not purely, this is somebody that I think is a political opponent. We have very real philosophical and ideological disagreements, and I'm maybe going to poke a bit of fun. This is him singling out one of his ideological opponents because of her name, and probably at least indirectly, her skin color. And that's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. They know one another. This is not a good faith, mispronunciation. I've mispronounced her name many times. Sometimes I say, Kamala, but sometimes I've said Kamala. I'll probably make a mistake in this video, but it's a good faith error that you do better to try and fix when you can. People mispronounce my last name all the time. But most people don't mean to, and they do better the next time. They know each other too. Again, they serve in the Senate. The Senate's only 100 people, folks. There's those two and 98 other people in the Senate. And they've both been there for at least a few years, and they've served at least for a time on the same committee. They should know each other. David Perdue knows Harris. He should know her as not just an opponent, but as a colleague, as a peer. And this is not how you treat your colleagues and your peers, regardless of your ideological stripe. This is also, I think, rooted in what Donald Trump has said about people like Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib and many others, which is that because of these women's names and their skin color and their religion and these sorts of things, they are not real Americans. And because they are not real Americans, they don't have the right to tell the real Americans, and when Trump says that, he means, white European Americans, how to run our country. And Trump is very clear to always say our country, as opposed to their country. Sometimes he'll mock people's names. He'll mock Tlaib's name, or he'll mock Ilhan Omar's name. But mostly it's just trying to suggest that, this is our country, not their country. And I think these two things are actually connected. What Perdue is saying is this person with this weird, crazy, silly name, we shouldn't take her seriously. She's just Kamala-mala-mala-mala. Bernie and Elizabeth, yeah, they're my enemies, but I'm going to acknowledge them as equal human beings. Not Harris, though. Not Harris. She's not a real American like they are. She's not a real American like the Bobs and the Sues and the Janes and the Joes in the audience and the Davids and the Donalds. They're real Americans. The Kamalas, they're not real Americans. And I think this is really ugly. And he certainly better apologize. And I frankly think he should be punished and he should be defeated in this election. The people of Georgia have long lived under this idea that they are a lock, stock, and barrel red state. But both at the Senate level and at the presidential level, they can send a message and defeat both David Perdue and Donald Trump. Make it happen, folks.